Hey guys, it's been a while since I made a book TikTok. I've only read 2 books since this year has started. Not my best work, of course. But I want to talk about them because I haven't made a video in a while. So, if you're interested. The first book I read this year and finished was The Right Move by Liz Tomford. This is in a series. It's in the what's it called? The Mile High Club? No, sorry, that's not. What's it called? The first book was called Mile High. I forgot what, the Windy City series, something like that. The Windy City series. So the first book was called Mile High. I read that last year. And then I read the second book this year, and it was so good. The first book was about a hockey player, and then a flight attendant named Stevie. And this book follows Stevie's brother, who's an NBA player, and Stevie's best friend, Indy, in this book. And it's set in Chicago. Oh my gosh. First of all, it was a very long book. I can't even hold you. Like, this was such a long book. It was 411 pages. Like, that's very long for a romance novel. I stand by it when I say romance novels should not be more than 350 pages, but whatever. It was a long book, but it was so sweet, so romantic. Ryan Shea, please. Ryan Shea, I think he has definitely hit my top book boyfriends list. He was too good to be true, truly. Indy, I loved her. I related to her on so many levels, like her coffee obsession. She was obsessed with romance novels in this book. She even said that she was basic. She called her own self basic, and I call myself basic all the time. Like, I don't really care. So I really just enjoyed it, and I felt seen in this book, and it was so good. There's a third book in this series called, I don't remember what it's called, but there's a third book. It's called Caught Up. Yeah, it's called Caught Up, and I think that one is baseball based. So I'm excited to read that when I eventually get to that. Ryan in this book, he's black and white, and Indy's white. So there's also a little bit of, I feel like a lot of people feel like a lot of romance books are mostly white people focused, but there's some. In the first book, the hockey player was black, which is different. And like I said, his sister in the book was black and white. So I just wanted to throw that out there for the people who care. But yeah, it was so good. I loved it. This author is really talented. She's done her thing. So yeah, this one was really good. The second book was gifted to me by my lovely friend Jaden. So this is called Twisted Love by Anna. So in a series, it's just called the Twisted series. This is the first book. This book was interesting. Would I read it again? Probably not. It was a little bit more violent than I expected. It followed this guy named Alex and then this girl named Ava. Ava has like a traumatic childhood. Like her childhood is so ghetto. Like it is so crazy. And then Alex, his childhood is also very traumatic, and he's basically seeking out revenge on the people who murdered his family in front of his own eyes when he was like 10. It's really crazy. And Alex is the friend of Ava's brother, and they get intertwined when Ava's brother goes off to do like medical school stuff, and he asks Alex to watch over Ava because Ava has like anxiety and this weird ex-boyfriend and all this stuff. Girl, this book was crazy. It was actually so crazy. Would have never, it was just so crazy and so random. Alex, I would not want to be with Alex in real life. Personally, he's a little much for me. But Ava was cool. Yeah, I don't know. People say the rest of the books in this series are better. I believe them. I really do. But it's going to take me a minute to come back because, like I said, this book caught me off guard, like real hard. But it fell in the appropriate, romance novel amount of pages. It was 340 pages. Like, that's how it should be. It did not need to be any longer. Trust me. A lot happened in this book. Truly. It felt like I read 2 books in one. So anyway, so I'm reading another book right now. I'll get to that when I eventually finish it. But yeah, these were my 2 so far in 2024. And yeah, that's all I have to say.